The greatest upset. 2025 Rugby World Cup Final full match replay, Australia versus England. What if a single roar from a sun-baked stadium could silence a century of expectation? The Melbourne Cricket Ground, bathed in golden dusk, pulses with 95,000 souls as the 2025 Rugby World Cup Final ignites between ancient rivals Australia and England. Please like, share, and subscribe for more sport talk content. The Wallabies, written off after a shaky pool stage, march onto the turf in emerald and gold, their eyes carrying the weight of a nation that once feared its rugby soul had dimmed. Across the white line stands England in pristine white, the red rose stitched like a badge of destiny, favorites by every metric, yet haunted by ghosts of finals past. The air is thick with eucalyptus and anticipation. Children clutch miniature flags, while elders whisper tales of 2003, of Wilkinson's drop, of glory that slipped through Australian fingers. Kickoff cracks like thunder, and the first 40 minutes unfold as brutal ballet. Bodies collide, mud arcs, and the scoreboard flickers with English dominance, 17-3 at the break. Yet beneath the roar, something stirs in the Australian huddle. Captain Michael Hooper's voice cuts through exhaustion, reminding his men of grandfathers who played barefoot on red dirt, of a heritage that refuses surrender. The second half begins with a spark, a daring counter-ruck, a stolen ball, and suddenly the deficit shrinks to 7. Crowd waves rise and crash, a living ocean of gold. Strangers embrace, tears already forming, sensing the impossible inching closer. Then comes the moment that will echo through generations. With 12 minutes remaining, Australia trails by 3. A scrum near England's 22 collapses into chaos. The ball squirts loose, and young fly half Carter Gordon gathers it like a fragile heirloom. He steps, feints, and unleashes a cross-field kick that hangs in the floodlights like a comet. Winger Marika Koroibete, born in Fiji yet wrapped in Australian dreams, launches skyward, plucking the ball from the night and crashing over the try line in one fluid prayer. The stadium detonates. The sound is physical, a wave that rattles ribs and blurs vision. Koroibete lies motionless for a heartbeat, then rises, turns to the English defenders, and bows. Deep, a gesture of respect that silences even the English faithful. The conversion sails true. Australia leads 18-17. England rallies, but the Wallabies defend like men possessed by ancestors. A final penalty attempt from halfway drifts wide. The whistle blows and history tilts. The MCG erupts into a golden storm of scarves and song. Players collapse, some laughing through tears, others staring skyward as if the stars themselves have realigned. Within minutes, the bow travels the globe. Phones glow in Tokyo subways, London pubs fall quiet, and Fijian villages light up with pride for their son who honored the game. Newsrooms scramble, headlines bloom across continents, the bow that broke the rose, Australia reclaims its soul. Social media becomes a canvas of slow-motion replays, each frame dissected, each angle revealing new layers of grace amid the carnage. Historians unearth context. Australia's rugby identity had wobbled under professional pressures, yet this victory stitches together generations, from Ella to Campese to now. The bow itself roots deeper than sport. It mirrors indigenous acknowledgement of country, a silent thank you to land and lineage. Commentators speak in hushed tones of sportsmanship reborn, of rivalry tempered by reverence. In the aftermath, English captain Owen Farrell seeks out Koroibete beneath the goalposts. The two men embrace, helmets off, sweat mingling like shared communion. Fans linger long after the presentation, unwilling to let the night dissolve, singing Waltzing Matilda until voices crack. The trophy gleams under lights, but the image etched in memory is simpler. A winger bowed low, honoring opponents who pushed him to immortality. This upset whispers truths about humanity, how pressure forges diamonds, how respect outshines triumph. It reminds us that legacy is not merely victory, but the manner in which we carry both defeat and glory. In an era of sound bites and stats, the bow stands as quiet rebellion against cynicism. It teaches that true champions do not diminish rivals, they elevate the arena itself. Sportsmanship, often praised yet rarely embodied, found flesh in that gesture. And for every child watching, a new blueprint. Compete fiercely, then honor deeply. Koroibete, in the tunnel afterwards, speaks softly to reporters. That bow wasn't planned. It just felt right. They gave us everything. The least I could do was say thank you. Hooper, eyes rimmed red, adds, we didn't just win a cup. We remembered who we are. Gordon, still trembling, reflects, I kicked the ball, but the country caught it. Years from now, when the footage loops on quiet evenings, the bow will remain the heartbeat of the story, a reminder that greatness bows to greatness. Australia's 2025 triumph transcends scoreboard. It rekindles belief that underdogs can still howl loudest. And somewhere, a young player will mimic that bow after a schoolyard try, passing the lesson forward without a word.